Hi, friends. Wanted to take just a few moments to say hello and tell you how excited I am to be your second grade teacher this year. I know that we are going to make amazing memories together and have the most awesome time. But I also know that first days of school can be really hard and honestly scary too. I'm going to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter how many years your teacher has been teaching, but every year he or she is just as nervous as you. Don't tell anybody I told you that. But we really are. Teachers are nervous. We're so excited to see you and get to know you. But it's like a first year all over for us, and we have so many new friends. So today we're going to read a story about a little girl who was just as nervous as maybe you are or as I really am. Our book is called First Day Jitters, and it is by Julia Danberg. I'd say this is an awesome book because it has puppies in it as well. First Day Jitters. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? There he is, knocking on the bedroom door. I'm not going, Sarah said, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. Look, I love the little cat who's like chasing the little dog. This is not my dog. My dog would not be begging me to get out of the bed. He and the pig, they would be in the bed, covered up in the covers with me. Just an FYI. Malachi is not all about getting up in the mornings. No, I'm not going. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. Look at poor Mr. Hartwell. He just does not know what to do with Sarah. How can you hate your new school? Sweetheart, Mr. Hartwell chuckled, you've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one too. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll make. That's just it. I don't know anybody. And it will be hard. And I just hate it. And that's all. Do you know sometimes when you're really nervous or you're scared about something that might be new, you get these pictures in your head that aren't really real because your brain just starts making all like kind of scary thoughts. So maybe you're thinking our classroom, it's going to be like this with all the new people and you just don't know anybody. But let me tell you, it's going to be great because you could be this awesome kid here in these very cool shades or this wonderful girl with the pigtails. I'll tell you, this I know is reality. But sometimes we do get a little nervous and we let our brains and our imagination start to get the worry of us. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. Now they call the cops. And we're worried because Sarah is missing. They will think I am lucky, and they'll wish that they were at home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. I have to say that my parents have had that face and have used that tone with me. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. I'm going to probably bet going as slow as she could. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. You ever do that when you kind of don't want to do something and maybe it starts to give you a headache or a bellyache? I can understand Sarah right now. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Love the puppy. My puppy would be in the car. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. You ever get nervous and you start to sweat? Your hands get kind of sticky and, ooh, I get the nerves. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. I mean, if I pulled up to that school, I would say that's a little scary. That's a little intimidating. That looks like a very big school. I understand about Sarah. I can relate to her. I know how she's feeling right now. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. I love this principal. You can tell that she is happy to see everybody that comes to her school. We have a wonderful new principal, and I can't wait for you to meet her. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. She's so happy. That's an awesome way to start your day. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. That's a little bit crowded, I have to say. Don't worry, everyone is nervous on their first day, she said over to her shoulders as Sarah rushed to keep up in the crowd. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. Look at them. Some of them know each other and they're talking because you might have some friends that are going to Morris Hill in second grade. But then we have some friends who are kind of by themselves because they're just new and getting to know one another. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. And when the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Miss Sarah Jane Hartwell. So see, even grown-ups, even your teachers are nervous and we have worries, but I'm going to tell you that none of that matters when we are so excited to get to know each and every one of you. I have been dreaming about this all summer long, and I am actually about to meet you tomorrow night, and we're going to start our day off awesome on Monday, and I cannot wait for you to know more about me and my family and all the things I love about teaching. And I get to tell you about all my animals and my dogs and my pig and just how awesome everything is. And I can't wait even more to find out about you and your families and the things you love to do. I know you're anxious and excited, and I want you to have a wonderful night and sweet dreams. And I cannot wait to see you first day of school.